Hey there, Mason. Hope you're doing okay, and your school event is going well. For today's video lesson, there's 3 things I want to go over. If you have any questions at the end, just have your mom shoot me over a message. I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you got for me. I'm looking forward to seeing you in person next week. So cool. First thing is your A minor pentatonic scale. Second thing is a couple new chords, and then lastly, using those chords in a new song. So cool. Start at the top. So A minor pentatonic. This is the one that's at the 5th fret right here. So if I zoom in, it's that one that goes like this. So I know we were doing it there at the 12th fret, but we can move that down here to the 5th fret. I believe we did that last time. So we have 5. I'll go through the frets with you, even though you probably already know it. I'll just run through it real quick. On the 6th string, low string, 5, 8, 5, 7. 5, 7, 5, 7, 5, 8, 5, 8. So it's that one right there. And what I want you to do with this one this week is the 4-note sequence. And then after you learn the 4-note sequence, we'll combine it with the 3-note sequence. I'll show you kind of how to make some more interesting phrases. So the first thing is, let's just go through the 4-note sequence. It's literally just 4 notes. It's a little tricky in the beginning, but I'll show you a little helpful hint that'll help you remember like which finger to use next. So this one here, we'll go, I've written out the first part of it here for you. You're a smart guy, so I think I have faith that you'll be able to run up and down this with just like the first little bit of it written out for you. If you need me to write more of it, I don't mind. Just have your mom shoot me a message. I'll write it out for you. So cool. What you're gonna do is 5, 8, 5, 7, and then I'll play through it first. Now, how to remember that and how to remember which finger to use each time. I have a saying when I teach this pattern here: my last is my first. My last is my first. Now, what does that even mean? What that means is that if I do 5, 8, 5, 7, the last finger that I use is my 3rd finger here. I'm going to hop on the previous string, so I'm going to go back a string, okay, and start there this time with the A minor pentatonic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice this time I finished with my pointer finger on the 4th string. So my last is my first. My last finger, we go up a string and start the pattern all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4. My last is my first, right? I'm going to jump that up to the previous string, do my 4 more notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. See which one's last this time. Pointer finger's last this time. I'm going to jump up a string and go 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right here. See my last right there? It's on 3rd string. I'm going to jump it up to the 4th string. There. Anyway, do it slow first. Don't feel like you gotta fly through this thing. It's better to get used to the right fingers at the right time rather than just kind of guess at it. So you might want to do, if with first learning this one, is maybe just start with the first couple. Maybe do like the first 3 sequences of the pattern. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? Let's continue with that. Don't worry about going up and don't worry about going back down the scale this week or the sequence this week. Just focus on going up. But if you get bored and want to try to figure it out, be my guest. We can talk more about it next time. So cool. That's what I want to talk about with your scales. Next one, new chords. Oh, I'm going to check your note reading too, by the way. It's just kind of hard to check over video, but I'm assuming you're practicing it, and I'll check that next week. All right. So the new chords, 2 new chords. One is kind of a variation on one that we already know, and one is a totally brand new chord. I'll go with the one that's a variation on what we already know. First one, G chord. Right, it looks pretty similar. The G chord that you've been doing, I believe, is this guy right here. You're using the 3-finger G chord. Right? What I want you to do this week, however, is I want you to get the pinky in the action. Right? So remember those pinky pushes we were doing? Those are super helpful with this right here. So you get your G chord, so you're going to take your 3rd finger and you're going to bump that up to the 2nd string on the same fret, and you're going to put your pinky directly underneath on the 1st string. I've written out the chord diagram right here for you, but I'll show it to you here as well. So you got second finger, and first finger right where they were before in the previous chord voicing of it. Bring that up one string, put your pinky right underneath. Is a huge difference between the other chord? No, but you'll see why it's important by the end of the video. Right. Second chord in here is called C add 9, like adding together two things. So you're C add ADD 9. So it's not like add like an advertisement. It's literally add, like you're adding two things together. C add 9. And this one right here, if you go back to that G chord we just did, it's actually pretty easy to get there. Go to that G chord, right? This right here. And you're gonna take these two fingers right here, and you're gonna move them down each one string. So you take your first and second finger and you just bump them down each one string. And that chord right there is used in like every 80s power ballad that there is. Even some 90s ones as well. So it's definitely one you want to learn how to play for sure. And so I just want you to memorize those two chords. You have your new version of G, because you're a smart guy, and I think you can just, no point in having you play the younger kids one. I'll have you play the big person chord, and then. So I have those two chords memorized for me next time. And then number 3 in here, we got a tune that actually uses this, Sweet Home Alabama. We're just gonna do the strumming this week. I'll show you how to pick it next week. So the chords are D, which you already know. And then to your C add 9, and then to your G, right? Notice how between the C add 9 and the G, these two guys stay parked right there. So the pattern I want you to do with it is this. Down, 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 up for the first chord. Switch to the C add 9. Down, 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 up. And then we're going to switch to the G chord. We do that twice. Down, 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 up, down, 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 down. Back to D. Just like that. And then next week, right, just like that. Cool. So we'll do the picking part next week. So, like I said, work on your A minor pentatonic 4-note sequences, get 2 brand new chords, and then the tune to use with those 2 brand new chords. All right, my man. Like I said, any questions? Feel free to shoot them on over. If not, I will catch you at your lesson time next week. Take care now.